Dneska ideme pre zmenu zahrať, ideme po včerašku, alebo ideme pokračovať vlastne toho Hellblade, ideme si zasekať ešte trochu. Takže tak, a potom pre všetkých, ktorí sa pozeráte, tak máme spustenú súťaž o Dying Light 2, budeme losovať 18. A toto je pokračovanie Hellblade a Hellblade 2. Takže tak, toto je gameplay oficiálne.
Brings a different kind of burden. One that Senua would have to learn to bear.
Kokos, to bude morda, ja sa teším na to, jak to spravia. To bude strašné niečo.
That's going to be you. No one's ever going to join.
To je tá temnota, ty kokos.
Those whose eyes are clouded by fear are besieged by the ghosts that haunt them. Senua saw that to win the war we must break this siege. Break it with an unshakable truth. Break it with an impossible feat.
Get ready, it's about to start. Get ready. Now's the moment. Get ready. You can do this. First the iron, then the fire. Yes, yes. Yes!
Toto bude riadna morda, ty kokos, nechutná. Kokos, to bude masaker, dobre.
It's me it wants to kill.
Pere, toto bude morda strašná. Len to moc nespravili s tými šípkami. Čau, Miro. Táto skladba je úplne že top. Na. Teším sa na to, ty kokos, to bude taká morda. Dobre, stačilo, poďme na to. Poďme na ten súboj. Kokos, to bude úplná morda, ty kokos, ja sa tak teším. Dúfam, že to neposerú a že to vydajú, však ono to má, maj to má tuším výjsť, alebo tak nejak. Kokos, len nech to vydajú. Všetky moje prachy nech si zoberú, nech to je tak dobré jak jednotka, nemá to tak baví jak jednotka, ty kokos, a všetky peniaze nech si zoberú. Čo mám, hotové. Útok, poďme na to. Som pekle tuším skončil. Teším sa, to peklo je najlepšie. Som peklo. Poďme na to. No. Focus him now! Fuck you, bitch! Útok! Stávaj! Do piče. Stávaj.
It's nearly over.
Čau, počkaj, ja ho bojujem. Kokos. Bobo Schiller a Miro Jurcak, čaute borci. A máš ty kokos, ďalší! Brutálna hra toto, brutálna. Ente má postavu, jak keby zožral fitness centrum, ty kokos. Áno, ty. No poď. Tento. Kokos, pekne. Takže čaute ľudia ešte raz. Kokos, zdravím vás. Braňo Gago, Marek Juríny, nazdar, Adam Strepke, čaute borci. Čaute kalani. Kokos, masaker.
Why do you still fight on? Maybe you too should suffer with your brethren in this rot and let your blood seep into the seas of the rivers of hell. Isn't that what you deserve after all you've done? Give the darkness what it wants, let it swallow your soul and destroy all that you are. Why are you fighting for someone who's already dead? Just look around you. What hope is there for him, even if his soul could be rescued? Do you think he will thank you for what you have done to him, to his friends, to his father?
Focus now! Okay. Čo ti pere? Táto je morda strašná.
You're both dead. You both surrendered to the voices. The darkness has taken you. Galina and Senua. Galina and Senua. You are lost. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. You're both dead. Mother and daughter dead in a sea of corpses. The voices took her and they'll take you too. The voices have taken her. The voices.
I can't fight it anymore. Not on my own. Where are you, Mother? I want to be with you.
That night, she gave up on her world to follow in the footsteps of her mother, to go to a place where the darkness couldn't reach her.
Senua, look at me.
Do you hear them? They're calling for me.
We've lost so many. And I've lost my father. I can't lose you.
You said it. blood on my hands.
I didn't say that. You've done nothing wrong.
You've done nothing wrong. To určite.
Senua was right. Everyone will suffer.
Zimbel is a fake. He is a hateful, bitter liar. He's poison. And his words still haunt you. Who do you trust? Him? Or me? Do you still believe in me, Senua? In us?
Kokos brutálne je to nakreslené tiež, to je masaker, jak je to spravené.
Come back to me. Please. Don't let this darkness come between us.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. He gave her the sword with which to fight in more ways than one. And she gave him her word.
OK, to som bol vlastne v tom strome a zobral som vlastne ten meč, OK, aha, chápem.
All she needed was a little help. A little hope.
No poďme, dievka. Dobro, tu si v nejakom pekle? Nie, neviem si tu v pekle. Si aj v pekle teda, no, alebo takom niečom. Ale vyzerá to brutálne táto hra.
Into the mountain.
Can you see it?
Shall we tell her where to go?
It's not far. Go on.
Look up.
Just up there. Listen to us. Sit.
Shall we tell her where to go?
Shall we?
Does she know which way to go?
Tukaj ste hlasili dobrať šiko.
Her way into the mountain.
She's a good girl, isn't she? So clever. Did you miss her?
There's a door.
You can do it.
You can see it.
Come on, Senua.
Go away. I'm not listening.
I will tell you of a great hero named Sigurd, son of Sigmund, no less. Born after his father's death, Sigurd is cared for by the dwarf Rain. But Rain does not love the boy. Instead, he plans to use him for his own ends. You see, Rain's father possessed a great treasure.
She can feel it.
No.
Don't open the door.
No, go in.
Turn back. Turn back. It's too dangerous.
A great beast guards Helheim. Garm is its name, and it knows you are here, Senua. It can smell your stench.
Dillian's in there. Go. Run. Stay in the
What are
light.
you afraid of, Senua? How will you save Dillion if you are too much of a coward to step into the shadows?
They can't stop me.
Then do it! The beast is stalking you from the shadows. Your sword is useless here.
Ja potrebujem spraviť nejako oheň. Jak som to robil, aha?
Don't be fooled. The beast is still here.
Don't be fooled. Potrebujem oheň. Potrebujem svetlo akékoľvek, iná ma tá príšera bude naháňať.
It's a trick.
Mother, do you hear that?
Don't fall for it.
It's me, Senua. It's so loud.
It's not her.
So full of hate.
It's a trap.
I just want to help them. Tell me what to do. Your father wants them to go away. And he only hurts me to silence them. But he's gone now.
They always come back. He says I will die if I go with them. They say that I'm already dead.
No,
And they want me with them.
stop.
That's why they crawl through the walls.
Don't listen
Do you
to them.
see them? Do you see their faces?
He's coming. Senua, help me. Help, get me out of here. Don't go.
She's disappeared again.
She shouldn't be here. She escaped the darkness. She took her own life to escape it.
She can't remember when it started. When her mother lost her smile. Her eyes gazing past her towards a world she could not see. This is what happens if you reach for the underworld, he said. It was a lot to take in for a child. And the first time she felt the cold chill of fear. I don't talk much about her father,
Her torch is going out. No, it's
said
not.
Belle.
She hasn't got much time.
I suppose I just didn't want to risk upsetting her.
She's too slow.
But it doesn't matter now, does it?
The darkness will come again.
Čiže to som vlastne kde? Ja som tu išiel... OK, to má prvé písmeno. Potrebujem nájsť tie 3 písmena, tie čo som tam objavil, takže ešte 2. Akurát mám trochu zmatek, že odkiaľ som sem prišiel. Aha, to je toto. Okay.
What have you been? There's nothing behind the door. Save Dillion. This is just another trick.
Čiže nedá sa to tu zapáliť? Toto?
Just to distract her from her real mission. You think you know, but you don't. Your mother is anyway, or is she? Dillion is dead.
Okay. Trošku mám v tom guláš, kde sa nachádzam. OK, tu som ešte nebol evidentne. Počkaj, tu som bol. OK. Počkaj, tu je čo? Trošku mám v tom guláš, kde sa nachádzam. Toto je čo? Odtiaľto som vlastne prišiel, ok. Dobre, odtiaľto som prišiel, dobre, konečne to mám jasno. Ešte potrebujem nájsť také dva symboly.
She's lighting the torch. It's not gonna help her. Darkness. Do you think pretend?
It's coming back.
Fuck, jeszcze jeden. O
Can't
Bohu.
go anywhere without your light. Take the torch and move.
Tie súboje sú tu fakt epické, to nemá chybu, ty kokos.
She has it. She did it. She's done it.
OK, a ešte potrebujem ísť do podzemia, tuším.
It reminds her of the isolating, suffocating darkness that she lived through
Ešte jeden ten symbol mi chýba.
imprisoned in her
To musím ísť zase dole.
the faces in the dark, coming through the walls. She once thought everyone could see them. I mean, that's what children say all the time, isn't it? That there are monsters in the dark. By the time she realized that only she could see them, her father, Zimbel, could see the monster in her.
Hovorím, keď som to hral prvýkrát, ty kokos, to bolo iné psycho. Že ako to vlastne, kam mám ísť, čo, hľadal som to túto masaker. Ne, prvýkrát je to dobré psycho, no.
She'll have to go under.
She can't. She has to. She can't.
The torch will go out.
Don't let the torch go out. She can do it. She can't do it.
The light's gone out. Run! Get through it as quick as you can. The panic is here.
What's that?
Run and get to the light. Stop. Stay. Get to the next light. Go, quick, run.
Look. Fire.
How will she get it?
Fire. She has to go towards it. The light. She won't be able to. She will. She has to.
Čau, Marian.
Take it. It'll keep you safe. You can see. Now she can see the room. She can find it. The light. She has it. Where is it? Now you're free to search. The light will guide you. Can you feel them? Can you see them? Where are they? She can't see them. She doesn't know. There it is. You have all the rooms.
Do you feel it? The beast is crawling into your mind,
Kokos, no.
searching for weakness.
Myslím, že za chvíľku budem bojovať s tou Beast. No na to sa vôbec neteším.
It found your mother and used her to trap you in fear.
Did you see her die? I don't remember. I was only 5. They told me she escaped the darkness, that she's with the gods. But what if they lied? What if the darkness took her and trapped her here?
to hovorí Marian, keď to hráš prvýkrát, tak ja som to proste, túto som sa motal tiež strašne dlho, kým som prišiel na to, čo tu treba robiť.
Now it can see you at your weakest. The time you suffered as a child at the hands of your father's Zimbo while you pined for Dillian. Do you remember that darkness, Senua?
Do you remember?
The beast is bringing it back.
The beast. O to The Beast, to je pekne veľká vec.
Why did you leave me? This darkness, it's spreading. Father's keeping me away from the others. Away from Dillian. I won't give up. I'm not going to rot in here. I'm going to fight Dillian.
Toto posratý by som bol za ušami, keby som tam mal behať. Počkaj, to si to nedalo, kde si vyliesť? Fuck you, bitch! Koľko zem ma naložilo. Kokos, tie súboje sú úplne epické. To časovanie krása, to sa to tak vystihnú. Kokos, tie súboje sú ťažké celkom. Hlavne keď sa... Dobre, je to brutálna hra toto, ty kokos. Dobre, čo sa bude zapáliť? No akože tie rebusy sú tu primitívne, len kokos. Keď to človek hrá, hlavne prvýkrát, tak kým to nájdeš, tak to je masaker. Kokos, niektoré veci, kým som to objavil, fakt keď som to hral prvýkrát, masaker akože.
What's she doing? She's lighting a torch. She's making light. She's making a fire. She's got light on the other side. She'll be safe. What's the plan? What's she thinking? Get up! Get up! What are you doing? is she going? Faster, faster, keep going, keep going. Stop, stop, keep going.
Kokos, nechcel by som mať takéto halúzie, počuť takto hlasy, čo tu pere. Čo to je otravné celkom.
Can't help but think of him. A tender guiding flame in a world so black. The longer it burned, the more she convinced herself that there was nothing beyond its reach. How little separates us from what we fear.
Sigurd should kill Rian before Rian kills him. Sigurd should find Brynhild, the Valkyrie, who sleeps an enchanted sleep. Sigurd heeds the bird's advice. He kills Rian, eats Fafnir's roasted heart, and takes Fafnir's treasure. And he embarks on a new quest.
Koľko tam musel byť dobrý smrad.
And find Brynhild.
Fuck it.
Come back. Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Come back to me soon.
I'm coming for you.
Follow my voice.
I'm coming.
Toto nechcem.
No. You're not taking
The Beast.
I warn you, Senua. I can smell your...
No.
You betrayed your god.
I am leaving with him.
You turned your back on me. That is why Dillion will rot in hell. Come into my shadow.
Stávaj, dievka. Vstávaj! Dáme to, neboj sa.
He's made a kind of darkness. You can die in breathing. He's breathing darkness.
No dáme! No, she will not die. Kokos. Dávaj, trafil ma predsa len. Hlavne to nechcem od začiatku. Hotovo? Nehovor mi, že nie, ty kokos, lebo normálne som spotený.
People think of evil as an unnatural, invisible force, and so invoke the gods for protection. But evil can come from the hand behind the gods. A familiar hand, cold and cruel. He tried to fix her with his rituals, kept her trapped in that hole. She couldn't say which was worse. The darkness, or the monster that her father had become. She couldn't fight them both.
I father? Akože jej father sa tam nie? Som si tam nikdy nevšimol.
The one ray of light that shone down on her. If she had stayed, she wouldn't have survived. But maybe Delian would still be alive.
I'm so sorry, my love.
She will save his soul. Even if this time she can't save her own.
Forgive me, Senua. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore.
Shut up. Listen.
But believe this, it was my mission to make you hate. To hate the darkness with a passion so great it would focus your mind on this quest. Without it, I fear you left those slack. All this time I wanted to protect you from the truth that would have destroyed you a long time ago. But you have conquered your darkness at every turn. You deserve to see down the layer of darkness.
Then take me to the mountain to trust you, as deep as we can go.
I won't stand in your way.
She has to trust him.
You will not survive what is in there.
I know.
She doesn't want to tell. She hasn't come. She's come this far. She wants to go forward. This is evil. She wants to
Počkaj, teraz idem kam? To už by mal byť niekde koniec, sa mi zdá. No, toto sú tie posledné haly, no, potom už je vlastne úplne finále.
Mother, I won't let the darkness trick me again. I know you're safe with the gods. I can feel Hela's gaze, searching for secrets inside of me. Secrets that even I can't see. I'm not here to fight my past. I'm here for Dillion. I will fulfill my vow, whatever the cost.
It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. She can't fix it. She's done it before. She can. She can. She'll do it again. How's she going to fix it? How will she do it? There must be a way. You have to try. Get to the gate.
The Northmen say the world will come to an end. They call this Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. First, there will be a terrible winter, 3 years long. Then, mankind will turn on itself. Brothers will fight each other to the death, and people will forget what they owe their kindred. Times will be hard. Crimes will be great. It will be an age of axes and swords. The wind will blow through abandoned halls. Wolves will walk where children played. The world will fall into ruin.
She did it. She did it.
Poď ty kokos. Krása, jak je to spravené.
Focus now.
Nie, Majo. To bola chyba. Vstávaj, dievka! Koľko tam ich je? Koľko tých týpkov? Vstávaj, prosím, ja neumieraj. Čo budeme robiť? kokos. To bolo LTT, ty kokos, normálne som sa spodil zase.
How will she do it?
Fuck it! Kokos, však ma skoro dorazili.
How's she going to find his actual soul?
Potom neodporúčam, toto hrám na najťažšej obťažnosti, takže neodporúčam to. Oni tí panáci, pokiaľ to nemáte nahraté a v prstoch, oni vedia čo robia. Dobre, to je spravené, no. But full of surprise and beavers.
No one can bargain with Helen. What can she give her? She could give her her soul. No. She'd rather die. It's a worthless soul. But it's all she has to give. She has a warrior soul. What more could she give? A cursed soul. She can see it. The bridge. She can't cross the bridge. It's broken. She has to fix it. It's too dangerous. She's done it before. You have to fight on. The final battle.
The final battle. Poďme na to.
Final task.
Yes, it is. This isn't just a broken bridge, is it? Mother, you showed me how to see further. To see the hidden wonders in our world and explore new paths into the unknown. To lead so that others may follow, or to warn so that they may avoid. That is our gift and our duty. I'm not going to look away in fear anymore.
Come from the east. The Midgard serpent will turn up the waves. Eagles will scream and tear at the corpses with their yellow beaks. The ship of the dead will set sail.
So special. She must see. She has the sight. She can see their secrets.
Ešte potrebujem ísť tuším hore alebo dole? Ešte potrebujem spraviť tú poslednú časť toho mosta. Ale ako? OK, toto nejde otvoriť. Čiže nebol tam niekde rebrík hore alebo niečo takéto? Som zdá, že musím vyliezť ešte niekde hore. Aj tu mostov nejak veľa. No, kladivo klince. No. Počkaj, ja si to nepamätám, akože ja som to hral fakt dávnejšie. Akože. Dobre, tu som není dobre, tak musím ísť tam, kde som teda nebol, hej, na most ešte nejdem. Aj keď teoreticky, počkaj, čo vidím z toho mosta. Takto naopak.
There's an illusion. She's found a way. There's a way. She can see it. She must align herself. She can do it. There's the door. She aligns herself.
Takto je to, okej. Najskôr na most a potom z mosta, okej. Zrazu sú tu dvere, no.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the gods will face a ship full of their foes, which Loki has steered to Asgard. It carries the fire giants, the wolf that will eat the sun, and all kinds of dark creatures. Surt will join them with his sword of fire. The cliffs will crash. Trolls will walk the land. Men will tread the road to hell, and the heavens will split open.
Tento už tu nejaký deň asi sedí, čo? Fuck, ty kokos som Vole, to fakt ma trafil 2 razy. Stávaj, Majo. Piči, ja som to nestihol. Do piče. Utekaj na bok. To vážne. Focus! Kokos, dobre sú tie súboje. Brutálne sa mi páčia tie súboje, akože. Není sú také prekombinované, dobre to je, vieš zautočiť. Kokos, môžeš sa snažiť koľko chceš, proste ti dá ranu, hotové, vypluješ tam zubnú kartu a hotovo. Normálne ma to boli aj za ňu, ty kokos, aké dostáva rany. Aj. Poď. Kokos, tak je tu koľko zase? Fuck you! Vstavaj, vstavaj, divka! Štyri asi tam som si nevšimol. Zlá obrana, zlá. Štyria sú, no. Čo robíš? Vstávaj, ešte to dáš. Kokos, ako ráno som zase dostal. Á. Kokos, dal som to, pekne. Masaker, toto bude úplný záver.
We'll all die someday. And when everyone's gone, even the gods will die.
We don't want to die. I don't want to die. Senua, stop. Turn back. Stop. Stop her. Why is she going? Stop. Why would she stop to die? She wants to stop. 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 I don't want to die.
I'm sorry. I didn't ask you to be a part of me. If you don't want to die with me, then leave me alone.
I don't want to die. Please stop. 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 You'll never come back if you go there.
There is nothing to go back to.
We only have each other now. Don't abandon me.
Everyone suffers. They were right about me.
Listen to me, not them. They were afraid, like children scared of the dark.
So was I.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real.
They made them real.
No!
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
It's not like the old stories, is it? The noble warrior facing evil in search of victory and honor. Clear dividing lines. No. Oh, this place is not quite like that. It's as if it knows that true torment lies within. Memories you cannot defeat, cannot escape. This is her hell.
Koľko z jej to mamu zapálili?
Turn away, Senua! Turn away, Senua!
Do you see it, Senua? Do you see the darkness? Faces of fear and suffering.
I can see it. I remember it clearly now.
She has nothing to fear anymore. The gods have saved your mother. Through my hands.
You killed her.
It is the will of the gods.
Fuck the gods! You did this to her! Why?
This is what happens when you listen to the voices of the underworld. They crawl into your soul and rot you from the inside. Defy the gods like your mother, and the darkness will come for you too. You understand, Senua?
I do understand.
You cursed me with your own madness. I was just a child. You created this darkness! You created this darkness so you could hide behind it!
Mwah. Záver, čau Oliver.
It is the way of the gods.
Koľko sa tady masaker hrať, to ty kokos. Strašne sa mi to páči.
You are a lie! She didn't defy the gods. She defied you. And so you killed her.
You didn't pray to the gods. You prayed to your mother. Your mother, who was too weak to fight the darkness and abandon you.
You tortured her. You killed her. You are the darkness.
Those rituals, the years of isolation, the pain that still haunts you. It was the only way to fight the curse within you.
Tá hudba je úžasná
The
proste.
darkness is inside you and will destroy you.
You're a liar!
No, Senua. The darkness is here. You cannot wish it away. And it will watch as you draw your last dying gasp.
I won't let you kill me. see through your darkness. You're a liar and a murderer. And if you really are Hela, then I have a sword here that can kill a god.
To wallow in your miserable past. You're making a mistake searching for Dillion. The same mistake that killed him in the first place. I'm trying to save you from yourself. You said that it is a lie. The plague of darkness, the butchering of Dillion by the Northmen. You saw it yourself.
You told everyone I was cursed. They believed you. I believed you.
Tell me, Senua, where is Dillion so if the darkness is a lie? How you saved her?
I know he's here. Dillion, I know you're here. Hold on. I'll find you.
Do piče, štvrtýkrát, to fakt. Piče.
Trying to trick me again with your lies. I know he's here. You took him from me. You have him.
Dillion is gone. Dillion is dead. Let him go. I'm warning you.
Or what? What can he do to me that you haven't already? Fight me.
You betrayed your own father. You betrayed the gods in search of Dillion, in search of love. Look where that's got you. Let go of your battle. Let go of redemption. Let go of Billion.
Čo je strašné lajko.
Behind you.
Don't let your darkness hurt anyone else.
Behind you.
Ty vole, ale tam je.
Let go, Senua. Let go of your battle.
You're alive, and there's no darkness. And you never took him from me, did you? And I can't save doing it.
To je smutno.
Is that what you want me to believe? After all you've done to me? And to him? You're not a liar, but you're a liar! You crawled into me to confuse me and deceive me. But I know it. I know you have him. I'll give you my life. That's what you want, isn't it? My soul. Take it. I'll be a slave for you. I'll fight with you at Ragnarok. If you release him.
Oh shit.
no power over me.
I learned the hard way to not be afraid of death, Senua. Because a life without loss is one without love. You turn your back on death, and all you can see is the shadow that it casts. The longer you hide from it, the longer the shadow grows until all you can see is dark. When our time comes, we must look death in the eye and embrace it as a friend. Only then can we let go of our fear. And emerge from that darkness.
Never forget what it is like to see the world as a child, Senua. Every autumn leaf is like a work of art. Every rolling cloud a moving picture. Every day a new story. We too emerge from this magic, like a wave from the ocean, only to return to the sea. Do not mourn the waves, the leaves, and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again. my story once began. And so it has to end here. Because I cannot see further than this. Follow us. We have another story to tell. My friend, go with her. This now will be your story to witness. Goodbye.
Brutálna hra toto, brutálna. Vladislav Suran, čau Vlado, čaves.
Each time you get hurt, I don't want you to change. 'Cause everyone has hopes, you're human after all. The feeling sometimes wishing you were someone else. Feeling as though you never belong. This feeling is not sadness, this feeling is not joy. I truly understand. Please don't cry now. Please don't go. I want you to stay. I'm begging you, please. Please don't leave here. I don't want you to hate for all the hurt that you feel. The world is just illusion, trying to change you. This is something else. Who would comprehend? But some that do lay claim divine purpose.
No toto není, že preto bude dvojka. Nie, toto je brutálny príbeh. Tá akože ten súbojový systém je tu masaker. Tak Oliver, ja už som to hral, takže ja viem, o čo tu ide a viem, ako vyriešiť tie rebusy. Pokiaľ si to nehral... Počítaj, že pokiaľ si to nehral, tak prvýkrát ti to bude trvať trochu dlhšie, ja neviem, to má tak 10-12 hodín. Pokiaľ si to hral, tak a vieš, o čo tam ide, tak to vybavíš za polovicu. Aj tie súboje, to keď sa naučíš, tak je to dobré, no. To je rýchla hra toto. Akože bežne to hrávam tak, že to už pustím a prejdem to jeden deň len tak ako na chuť. No dobre, však stačilo, ne? Ja som není až toľko na titulky. Ty kokos. Dobre, jak sa to volá? Hellblade, to môžem dať doinštalovať. Nie, výborná hra je to, no. No, 2 večere to trvalo asi. Asi presne. Koľko je hodín? 9:30? To nemám čo hrať, chalani sú není online, Marek je mimo. No nič borci, na dneska vás teda opúšťam, neviem ani či by som si zahral také ďalej. Akože sám nemám to ani premyslené, takže... Dneska pauzička, Hellblade je done a potom skúsim zase nejakú ďalšiu single playerovku. Pardon, som sa strašne najedol, takže ma vypína. Takže potom skúsim nejakú ďalšiu single playerovku. Nejaké strieľanie sa, nie že nechce mi, ale koľko som zožral celú tú pizzu a necítim sa na to, ma vypína trochu, nemám reflexy. Nahranie uprostredím konzole a toto na PC kvôli titulkám. Čo to máš aj ono, to je na konzolu aj všade, no pár korún tá hra stojí, ale fakt vynikajúca hra. Čakajte, pustím vlastne ten trailer, či je tá dvojka, ty kokos, však pozeraj na to, Oliver. Bolo nám... To bude brutálne vyzerať, no. No bude tiež dobrý masaker do toho. Dvojka by mala byť niekedy v máji, sa mi zdá. Sleduj to, Oliver, takže odporúčam to prejsť čím skôr, lebo za chvíľku tu máme dvoječku. Ja už na ňu čakám 2 roky, alebo koľko, ale možno aj vyššie. Neseka, lebo ja mám pod tým pustenú hru a ďalšie veci, no. Ale toto není trailer, toto je gameplay. Aj takto tá hra vyzerá vlastne. To je z hry. Takže toto není trailer. Aby sme vedeli, o čom sa bavíme, hej, toto je gameplay. A samozrejme kascéna nejaká. Yes.
It knows our name. How does it know our name?
To risk your own life for what you believe is your sacrifice to make. To lead others to death brings a different kind of burden. One that Senua would have to learn to bear.
Soundtrack je tu mega, tej jednotke je mega soundtrack, no. To keď si dáš na bomby, tam tie bubny a to všetko, to je krása. Soundtrack je dobrý do auta, kokos. To keď na bomby ti vytlačí okna. To je to na konci, to je tá temnota, no.
Those whose eyes are clouded by fear are besieged by the ghosts that haunt them. Senua saw that to win the war we must break this siege. Break it with an unshakable truth. Break it with an impossible feat.
Get ready, it's about to start.
Get ready.
Get ready. You can do this. First the iron, then the fire. Yes, yes.
No! Yes!
To bude in-game, takto vyzerá tu kokos. Toto už je hra vlastne, takto. Oni majú celkom odvahu s tými špáratkami zapálenými do veľkého. To je vlastne temnota tento. Ako?
To mi ľubí, ako majú takú túto hru.
To majú dobrú, len damage majú nulový, vieš. Taktiku môžeš mať super, keď damage nerobíš.
Koľko s tým na tom vydržalo nejakého dýmka.
I know you.
He needs you.
Tak ono je, nejaké šutre mu nič nerobia, však ono je proste temnota, vieš, to je masaker akože. Ale Witchfire, chlapci, nám vyjde. Toto budem hrať, ty kokos, no to tiež, jak sa píše Vitocho? Áno. Takto. Toto, ty kokos, už nech to tu je. Toto bude morda. Nie, to babenka nezomrela. Ona pokračovala vlastne ďalej.
"2022 is getting a boatload of open world style games for various genres and platforms, and we've got 20 promising upcoming games we wanted to highlight here. So let's get started off with number 20. The first game is Sonic Frontiers. Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog is finally going completely open world. There's been lots of talk of it being inspired by Breath of the Wild. Honestly, what I look at here is just a playground for Sonic to go really fast. That's the name of the game, right? You want to be Sonic, you want to be free to go as fast as you can, wherever you can. I think they're onto something here with the open world thing. It doesn't feel as much like it's just another game jumping on the open world trend. Here with Sonic, I think the formula can actually make sense. You're going to be exploring the Starfall Islands, and there's going to be a bunch of different areas like forests, woods, snowy mountains, lava, and volcanoes, so there'll be a lot to mess with. We're just curious to see how it truly flows and how it plays. Next, over at number 19, we have
Sonic,
Atomic Heart, which is dubbed by the developers.
Toto bude tiež dobrá haluška. Toto Atomic Heart bude dobrá halus.
As you've probably seen this game before, we've highlighted it quite a bit. It's somewhat Bioshock, System Shock inspired, but with even more of an emphasis on exploration and makeshift weapons, and just an incredibly unique and really spooky and horrific and unsettling setting. This is like an alternate history 1950s sci-fi Soviet setting with a bunch of monsters, creatures, weird robots, and strange technology and anomalies. Not to mention the fact that the game also just looks gorgeous. I mean, look at it. It's had a lot of NVIDIA marketing behind it already with the ray tracing and all that. But from an art design and enemy design and just environment design standpoint, I'm ready to get immersed in this pretty unique looking world. I like this vibe, so we've been keeping a close eye on this one for a while now. Now next over at number 18, we have Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. The Avatar franchise is once again revving up its engines with James Cameron's next movie seemingly coming out soon, and Ubisoft is once again flexing that licensing, and we're getting a new Avatar game. People dunk on the movies, whatever. I think if anything, that world can translate really well to a video game, especially with some good ideas behind it. Will it fall to the typical trappings of, you know, the Ubisoft open world formula? Maybe. But if I could run around as a crazy blue man and do stuff and fight robots, I don't know, I'm in. I'm easy to please. We're cautiously optimistic. Let's see how this one goes. Now, next over at number 17, we have Doke V, which, as you may have seen the trailer before, this game looks wildly out of this world. Essentially, what this is a big open world action adventure monster collecting game with a little bit more of like a fun, lighthearted kiddie twist, but with a bunch of different traversal options, ways to customize yourself, a lot of social features and playing with friends, and of course, some monster battling stuff. It's funny because a lot of those elements, open world, monster collecting, all that stuff sounds pretty generic, but just with this presentation here, it really looks like unlike anything we've seen before. And I buried the lead here. It's from developer-publisher Pearl Abyss, the people behind Black Desert Online. So it's got some gameplay chops behind it to back it up, hopefully. So don't write this one off. And next, over at number 16, we have Crimson Desert, which is also from the people behind Black Desert Online. This may look similar at first glance, but what it is an open-world action-adventure game RPG with non-linear storytelling. And frankly, like, it looks pretty sweet. Graphically, it's really impressive, but it also just looks incredibly vast. The world looks huge. We've seen a good amount of variety, and thankfully, some cool combat sprinkled in. A good trailer like that can definitely put expectations dangerously high, but given the developer or publisher's pedigree, we're willing to keep an eye on this one. Next, over at number 15, we have Ark 2, the follow-up to Ark Survival Evolved, the open-world multiplayer survival sandbox with like a sci-fi
to tam hra Vin Diesel, aha.
because the original was an absolute monster money machine. It had a ton of mainstream popularity, and this time around, seemingly Vin Diesel is on board, and we're gonna get more of an emphasis on some story type content and seemingly a bigger, crazier, more alien sci-fi feeling world. This is of course once again by Studio Wildcard. As of right now, we don't know too much about it, but it is slated for 2022.
Ja myslím, že Atomic Heart, áno, to má byť niečo na štýl Bioshocku, no.
The Day Before, which is a pretty interesting and ambitious mashup, seemingly with some Division-style elements where you're exploring a city, you're looting, you're occasionally encountering enemies, sometimes you're encountering player enemies, but with a big dose of the Last of Us-style desperation and survival crafting and zombies. It also looks really gorgeous, and you know, just everything we've seen from the systems to the inventory to what you're doing moment to moment, the shooting, the third-person shooting rather, the exploration, it all seems pretty sweet. We just really want to see if it's going to come together as good as it really looks. As of right now, this open world MMO survival sandbox thing is set for June 21st, 2022. Now next at number 13, coming from a similar angle, we have State of Decay 3. Undead Labs is doing it again, and they figured out a lot with State of Decay 2 and its expansions and updates. So we're really excited to see how the whole thing will fare in a third outing, because some people really definitely expect this one to have like the biggest area. There's definitely seemingly been a winter tease, more monster types and zombies of course, but also the State of Decay games are just really cool zombie survival sandbox games that are fun to jump in with a friend. Hopefully here they really emphasize more exploration, just more things to do, and really exciting action. Again though, keep in mind at the time of making this video we haven't seen too much of it, but we think we might see it this year. Now next at number 12, we have Saints Row. Now this new reboot definitely turns things on its head. If you ask me personally, I don't know where they could have went next with the Saints Row series. I've played every single one. They get crazier and crazier. So they're bringing things down to earth a little bit here, kind of ditching some of the aesthetics that a lot of the series has been known for. Some people seem not too happy with that, but on the flip side, gameplay-wise from what we've seen, it does seem like just more crazy Saints Row zaniness. Open world third-person action, explosions, car chases, wild weapons, customization for your characters, and a completely new world and city to explore with a totally different aesthetic. We're really excited to see just how this one pulls it all together. You know, like Saints Row games, every single one has a weird new angle for it, a reason for existing. So what is this one's other than just, you know, to reboot the franchise? We're really hoping that they have some cool ideas up their sleeve, and you know, it's our job here, so we're going to be checking this game out and letting you guys know all about it once it releases. As of right now, it's coming summer 2022. Next over at number 11, we have Forspoken. This is Square Enix's interesting and ambitious new open world adventure game where you play as a regular everyday woman thrust into a fantastical new universe. She has these kind of mage-like powers, and you blast and fly and dodge and float across an open environment in a very gorgeous looking game. It definitely looks like a real next-gen game. Now, what the gameplay we've seen, I've said this before, we don't know how satisfying it's going to be, but we're still at least generally curious just because some of the concepts behind it, the people behind the game, both on the development side and on like the writing side, there's some interesting stuff here. We could get a cool story. We'll find out what the deal is for real on May 24th, 2022. Next at number 10, we have Avowed. This is the next big RPG from Obsidian, the folks behind Fallout and the Outer Worlds, stuff like that. So it's safe to say they know how to make RPGs. That comes with Microsoft and Xbox now owning them, and they put them to work on this, which so far, just from the teaser trailer we've seen, seems like a fantasy medieval RPG style game, but hopefully with a new twist, a new spin. Still, at the end of the day, like we said, we think they know how to make RPGs, and although information is pretty light on this one, we're keeping a keen eye on it. Next over at number 9, believe it or not, is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This game has been in the works for so long. It has been delayed. It kind of disappeared for a while, but now it's releasing finally in 2022.
Ja som hral Lego Batmana, to bola celkom sranda inak.
If you are saying, what is this baby kids game about Legos and Star Wars? Well, it is so much more than that. Lego Star Wars is a meme template, a cultural movement, really good games. Even if you're an older player, there's still a lot of fun to be had in them. And this one is ambitious as hell because it's covering the whole Skywalker saga. There's going to be multiple planets to explore, and it's going to be completely open, and it also just looks great. People are hyped for this one. It's been a while since we got a Lego Star Wars game, or really just a solid Lego game. So hopefully 2022 is finally the year. Next over at number 8, we have Gotham Knights. This is the 4-player focused Batman action game specifically focused on the family. You know, the people that Batman raised and taught. Because in this game, apparently, Batman is dead. So it's up to this group to team up together and fight the bad guys of Gotham City. A seemingly open world Gotham City with vehicles and stuff you can engage in, with some Arkham style combat with new spins because of the co-op nature. You can apparently play this completely straightforward single player, but you're going to be dealing with cool enemies like Mr. Freeze and the Court of Owls. What more could you want if you're a Batman fan? You might say Batman himself, but still, the comics have told some really great stories with these characters that mainstream audiences haven't really been exposed to, so hopefully Gotham Knights really blows it out of the water. Now, next over at number 7, spinning off of Batman, we have Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. This is the Suicide Squad game from Rocksteady Studios, the folks behind the Batman Arkham series. So they're going in a very different direction here, but it's seemingly set in the same universe as the Arkham games, and it is open world hijinks as the Suicide Squad, this new interpretation of them. And there's something wrong with the Justice League. If you're a DC Comics fan, you probably know what, but it's up to the Suicide Squad to seemingly, kill the Justice League. What we've seen implies that you're gonna face off against people like Superman and the Flash and Wonder Woman, and that's pretty exciting. From a gameplay perspective, it looks like a lot of open world third-person action, and we're curious to learn more on this one. We definitely trust in Rocksteady. We really like their games, but this could be a really weird, new, strange, and interesting angle for them. Now, next over at number 6, we have Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. Now, it's worth pointing out that like a lot of games on this list, it has been delayed here and there, but we think we're still going to definitely see it in 2022, and we hope so, simply because the original Stalker games were great. They defined PC gaming for a lot of people, and for those gameplay concepts and really that general vibe to kind of come to the modern era of gaming is just something worth celebrating. If you like post-apocalyptic anxiety and stress of like those survival style games, or if you're a fan of the Metro series, Stalker is something that you should definitely keep on your radar. It's a little bit different, but if it's anything like the original games, it's going to be pretty cool. Next over at number 5, we have Dying Light 2, Stay Human. Now, we've talked about this one quite a bit, but Dying Light 2...
Potom to máme teraz súťaž, treba poslať 500 hviezdičiek a budete zaradení do losovania. 4. to vychádza, 4.2. Potom to budem hrať aj streamovať, no.
Around you, an emphasis on like a even more decaying world after this zombie outbreak, where things have decayed and kind of regressed back almost to like the Middle Ages, where there's no guns, it's all melee weapons, limited technology, and it just seems like there's a lot going on here. More parkour, more moves, more enemy types, more tools, more options, and we're really looking forward to it, especially if it's supported as well as the original game was. That game had legs. There was a lot of stuff to play through for a long period of time. It's definitely one of our most anticipated games of the year, so we had to mention it. Now next over at number 4, we have Starfield. This is Bethesda's next big RPG. As of the time of making this video, we still don't know too much about it other than that it is a open exploration space RPG where you can seemingly fly to different planets or explore. There is going to be combat, there is going to be RPG elements, and we're curious to see how this goes because of Bethesda behind it. Now, a lot of people have been taking issue with Bethesda over the last few years, but putting that aside, the way we look at it is that they're finally making a game that isn't Fallout or Elder Scrolls. So we're curious to see what that means. How is this going to play? Is it going to feel different? Is it going to feel very much like their other games, but in space? I don't know, but personally, I want to see those questions answered. And I think it's going to be fun just to see how this pans out. Now, next over at number 3, we have Horizon Forbidden West. This is the PlayStation exclusive follow-up to Horizon Zero Dawn, which was a pretty awesome game, but this one seems to really blow it out of the water with crazier graphics, more enemies, more NPCs, more cultures, more towns, more side quests, crazier moves, more of an emphasis on an ability to swim, glide, use a grappling hook. There's a lot of new stuff going on here, and I think this has the potential to turn out even better than the original. We'll find out for sure soon when it releases February 18th, 2022. Now, next at number 2, you know we were going to mention it, Elden Ring, From Software's next game. The people behind Bloodborne, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and of course, the Dark Souls series. So here they're going open world, and we're just really excited to see how From Software approaches that. It can't just be typical cookie cutter open world, right? They definitely approach things differently, and we're excited to see how it goes here. To have that challenge, to have that intensity of this RPG gameplay plopped into an open world with the freedom to bounce around and find different dungeons. There's a lot of potential for a new type of fun in a very similar Dark Souls formula, so that's why we've definitely included it on a lot of our top 10 lists. Elden Ring is releasing finally February 25th, 2022. Now down to number 1, we have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Now, still
ešte Oliveria takisto, ja som začínal tiež na PMD a tieto kraviny. Mal som potom doma Didactic Gamma. No, tiež preto ma baví hrať, tie príbehy sú úžasné proste. Nebaví ma každá kravina hrať, ale porám veľa vecí, no. To nezažiješ toto, vieš, to sú brutálne príbehy všelijaké.
To see how they put a new spin on things, but we love Zelda, so yes, we're there, day 1. Hopefully it finally releases this year. Now we got some bonus games we also want to do. First is Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. This might be 2023, but we thought it was worth highlighting at least. Also, Ghostwire Tokyo, it's kind of up in the air. It seems like it might have some open elements. We're not sure, but we just wanted to drop a mention. Also, Test Drive Unlimited, Solar Crown for you racing game fans. And the next Fable game. Xbox has been working on it. We don't know if it's going to release this year, but we wanted to cover our bases just in case it is. And also, last but certainly not least, Sons of the Forest, the long-anticipated follow-up to the original Forest. But those are 20 open-world games we're looking forward to playing, hopefully in 2022. So we want to hear from you guys in the comments if you got your own list. If you got your own top 5 open-world games you're looking forward to or anything like that, be sure to drop it in the comments. We want to know what you're interested in so we can cater it to new videos. But if you enjoyed this video and maybe learned about a game, clicking the like button is all you got to do. It really helps us out. And if you're new, consider subscribing, maybe hitting that.
One of the best elements of a survival game is how real it feels. A lot of that comes from grounding certain elements of the game in something that you might see in the real world. And a lot of the time, that also means making it tough. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on GameRanks, 10 realistic survival games that truly test your endurance. Starting off with number 10, it's Green Hell. Green Hell is basically the platonic ideal of what a realistic survival game is. There's nothing fantastical about it, it's just an insect that lose the will to live. Of course, the game still has all your standard survival games. Being a lone survivor trapped in a standard in these types of games. You basically start out with just the clothes on your back, and from there you build up.
Okay, to teda ako klasika
They
tiež.
become frustrating, but there's really nothing else like it out there. This is a game where your goal is nothing less than the evolution of mankind. You start out as an ape-like proto-human in the prehistoric past, and your goal is to gain knowledge, learn skills, and pass all that on to the next generation.
Prešiel si to? Ja to mám, ja som to neprešiel, ja som to prešiel tak, neviem, 20% mám alebo koľko, potom som to vypol. Neviem, nejak ma tí roboti tam iritovali strašne, keby tam boli normálni dinosaury, nepoviem, ale...
Survivor at the very beginning of a zombie apocalypse, and the goal is to simply survive, which is elements, especially at first, because this is an in-depth survival experience where just a great game. Unlike most of the entries on this list, this game actually has a pretty elaborate story where you play as a man whose flight crash lands on a mysterious island. You miraculously survive, but your son has gone missing, so that inhabit an island. And if you think the guys on the surface are bad, wait until you see the things they keep on.
No, niektoré hry musím povedať, nehovorím takýto štýl, ale niektoré tie hry klasické vyzerajú otrasne, hej. Toto je úplne iná kategória, to dobre, to nerátam, ale niektoré fakt, akože niektoré tie hry sú fakt, že neviem, jak sa im to podarí tak škaredo spraviť pri tých možnostiach.
Style, but the actual survival elements are no joke. The next is Don't Starve, another more cartoony looking game that's got a lot going on.
Toto Don't Starve to hrávali chalani, ty kokos, že úplne, úplne psycho, že to je.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but a ton of new video games were announced throughout 2021. So today we've got 40 upcoming games that were announced throughout 2021. Some of these are releasing soon, some of these are releasing who knows when. And just a quick disclaimer, games like Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield, God of War Ragnarok, Atomic Heart, Hogwarts Legacy, and the rest you see on screen here were actually announced pretty well before 2021. As good as the previous game, we are absolutely in on this thing day one.
Toto bude morda. Ja už som všetky tie hry pozeral. Dobre, borci, ale vypínam a kokos, dozeral som celú krabicu, v podstate celú pizzu, ty kokos, tak sa mi chce spať, drieme sa mi úplne. Takže díky za sledovanie, vidíme sa potom zajtra. A mám tam pripravenú vlastne ďalšiu hru, aspoň vám to ukážem. Jak sa to volá? Takto. Toto by som chcel prejsť vlastne teraz. OK, to má 8 hodín to má, hej. Podľa tohto to má 8, to je full game, 8 hodín, no to je dobré, to je pohode. Takže tak. Dobre, borci. Díky za sledovanie, vidíme sa potom zajtra. Užite ešte večer. Nazdar. Začal si to na PC, potom asi po dvoje som to skúsil na veľké TV, tam ma to zobralo. Aha. Ja neviem, ja to asi neviem, či to dám. Dobre, každopádne užite ešte večer, borci. Oliver.